Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lokenplays and welcome back to the update report, and I'm giving you an update on the Stipend controversy, which I made a video about earlier on today. It's actually got an update, so I'm trying to keep on top of this as quick as I can. Appreciate you, of course. I appreciate watching these as I don't usually post quite this rapidly, but I want to keep on top of the situation. So, on the Spectrum forums, Zylo, one of the community managers at CIG, put out the following statement and an update on the Stipend controversy and how things can be resolved. Hi everyone, with the release of Star Citizen Alpha 3.17.2, we intended to provide a generous stipend based on the hours played in an effort to grant previously active players an additional starting credits. Our intention was to reward players for the hours spent prior to the wipe and give those players a modest head start for progressing into Alpha 3.17.2. As many of you are now surely aware, it did not go as planned. After the stipend was granted, we quickly realized that we had given far too many credits by a factor of 10 or more due to an error in the distribution script. This was far beyond our stated intention and robbed the game of the incentive to play and progress. After high-level deliberation and evaluation of how this would impact the overall play experience, we made the decision to roll back the erroneous grants and reset them to the original stipend as intended. We identified it would take 24 hours of downtime to do a full account reset that would correct everything optimally, and that's if it all went well. However, our priority was to minimize disruption and avoid taking the live service down for that long. Instead, we opted for an alternative AUEC correction, which we thought would be able to perform quickly whilst the game was still live. We conducted some tests on our internal servers and then found the program ran in just 10 minutes. Yet once we deployed the fix to the live servers, we found it took far longer than anticipated, nearly 12 hours. Simultaneously, this process exposed a variety of miscellaneous bugs in our current system that we have been plagued by in the past, but didn't know why they happened. Good news on that front, this debacle actually allowed us to identify the source of some of these issues due to the wallet service being far more stressed than normal. The second bit of good news is that these issues will not be present in our new system that will roll out alongside 3.18, which is our vastly upgraded services and a database scheme that is built for high data for both reads and writes. Next, we've discovered a critical bug with our fix that caused some players to have their in-game currency reset when logging. There must be a Mr. Bean gif out there where he keeps making things worse and worse. That was us. This one was just as frustrating for us as it was for you. Fortunately, the issue has now been resolved and our team is monitoring closely for any edge cases that pop up. We should be in the clear though, knocks on wood. All that is to say, we are sorry for the frustration and confusion that this has caused some of you, and we recognize that we could have handled it better. Now that things are in better shape, we're going to let the back-end services cool off. We know that these wallet issues were incredibly disruptive for many of you, especially those of you who have played the Siege of Orison and other missions, who had your hard-earned UEC rewards wiped out and reset repeatedly. Although we have since fixed this issue, many of you lost out on your AUEC rewards. To compensate you for the lost time and AUEC, will be granting a 1 million AUEC reward to all accounts regardless of playtime or account age. We will be distributing this compensation early next week so as not to stress our wallet services this weekend. We'll continue to monitor this closely throughout the remainder of the weekend and into next week. We appreciate your patience and understanding, and we'll see you in the verse. So, all of that to say is that obviously there is a just compounding of different errors and just things just got made worse and worse the more that CIG tried to put out a quick fix. Now I can completely understand why they wanted to put out a quick fix. They want to take down the game, they didn't want to reset everyone's progress back to zero. Totally understand that. Ultimately and unfortunately this was just a perfect storm of circumstance. However, I do applaud that CIG has basically in a very short amount of time, in basically a couple of days, evaluated the problem, come up with a solution, and has actually communicated that solution to, I think, a satisfactory level now. I am glad that they have taken the opportunity to do this, as ultimately this was very much required. They needed to talk about this, they needed to let everyone know about this, and hopefully the 1 million AUEC will compensate at least the vast majority of ladies and gentlemen out there who have lost out on time and progress. I think it's the best ultimate outcome that could have happened from this, and hopefully going forward, this kind of mistake and this kind of error won't crop up again. It's better for it to happen during alpha than beta and release, so I guess this is an all well that ends well scenario. Needless to say, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you found it useful or any of the others I've made, please do give this channel a like, maybe give it a subscription, and of course in the comments down below, are you happy with this particular solution, this resolution, or are you still unhappy with the way CIG handled things? Let me know. I read all this stuff all the time. Also, do check a look at our Twitch stream and of course on TikTok for more content. If nothing else, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you out there in the verse.